was looking for the good in a fire that burned my house down. Was a light that led the way from my cold and lonely hometown. But now I'm growing up, I see anew by starlight. The monster in the embers will not be stopped by night. So I turn to lonely flight. By the light on my bridge is burning, I will cast aside my name. There's nothing left to hold me here in the last kingdom of my shame. And though I hear your chanting of die, 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 I will be your son no more. You don't deserve to have me try. Knives in the land where empire started, in the graveyard of the future, where the island soul departed, and your father told you lies about where to find your heartbeat. So you play the game of progress, where there's only win or cheat. I'll embrace my first defeat. By the light of my bridge is burning, I will cast aside my name. There's nothing left to hold me here in the last kingdom of my shame. And though I hear your chanting of die, 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 I will be your son no more. You don't deserve to have me try. Still burning, I will wait beside the flames to make sure that there's nothing left of these old and bloody games. And every twisted empire that fell in ages past proves time's final whisper, let all dominion fall to ash. By the light of my bridge is burning, I will cast aside my name. There's nothing left to hold me here in the last kingdom of my shame. And though I hear your chanting of die, 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 I will be your son no more. You don't deserve to have me try. Okay, I'm streaming again for only the second time this week because I have had a week in a whole bunch of ways. And I'm very sleepy today because I was up too late last night and then got up not... Hey babe! Spider hisses to you too. I don't seem to be able to sleep in at the moment.
The differential boundary strength of the surface is 910E.
Damn, you're kidding.
So, when I'm up late, it's very hard to get enough sleep.
Why are they here?
Shion, there's no time. Head straight for the coordinates.
I got it. Are you ready, Cosmos?
Time for Cosmos to do her thing.
Initialization complete. Safety released.
So I guess last time out we rescued or stole, depending how you look at it, Cosmos from where she was being disposed of. Because we needed to do this in order to recover the Elsa. And I think I like here is that everyone's behaving as if saving the Elsa is a...
Oh no, even Cosmos can't
Hey Hey, Magus. 5-minute velocity of lasers. Okay, so
This is beyond us.
Just be
light amplification by the stimulated emission of radiation.
I know that she'll be able to do it.
Setting weapon deployment to maximum.
A beam of light. Beams of light are interesting because in the right conditions they can be induced to behave as if they are streams of particles instead. And it turns out, per a sophisticated understanding of the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, what's known as Bohr's principle of complementarity, that
Oh, yeah, we're going in.
are we supposed to get trapped in there? I should have the hat on for this. It turns out that there is no fact of the matter about whether the particle behavior or the wave behavior is the more accurate or true form. It's not that one of those impressions is correct and the other incorrect. There were long debates in philosophy and physics through the early modern period about that.
All right, they've made it through.
It is that whether you have a stream of particles or a beam of light depends on the experiment you do.
Probably vanished in order to pursue them. The real challenge starts now.
Which is a profound metaphysical challenge, because that's not how physics is supposed to work, according to prevailing ideologies. The prevailing ideology is that the stuff is there and how you observe it doesn't matter. But actually,
You sure are
the
infatuated with her. Is it regret or is it because of
sophisticated way of understanding this is
ambition? So now you're going to use the dog.
sophisticated way of understanding this is to understand that actually it's the interaction between the light and an observation of it that is the fundamental thing. And the laser, the particles, the wave, the laser emitting device, even the experimental device, are all secondary to that. It's the interaction that's fundamental. Which is fascinating because a lot of our prevailing cultural individualism
I don't like the idea of that thing as the womb,
is
but whatever.
not based on, but defends itself in terms of
We just need to destroy Cosmos.
the idea that everything is atoms, that are individual particles whose properties don't depend on one another, that aren't in fixed relations to one another. And it turns out this is wrong. Actually, the relations between objects or the interactions between objects are more important and more fundamental
Really? So I guess
than
my job is to attend to the princess's little whims.
than the independent objects that they make up or that they appear to make up.
I'll leave the
Is that 5 minutes? I think that was 5 minutes. My throat was a bit rough today because I did some singing this afternoon. I'm finally back to the point where I can work on the stuff, on the music I've been wanting to get recorded. After thank you, Maggie.
Temperature 18 degrees Celsius. Pressure 0.94.
After an absolutely ridiculous series of barriers to doing music stuff.
The air is breathable.
Like the recording I did today, I originally wanted to do like a month ago, but I got this tiny paper cut on the index fingertip of my left hand. Thank you, Lexi. We'll get to that in a minute.
There's a response
Which
on the
delayed
other
me
side of the
for...
object.
I couldn't play guitar at all for a week, and so then I needed a week to get back in practice.
I'm opening the channel.
And they really should have synced up those voice lines better, or not tried to sync them up at all. And then I tweaked my back, and that made
Can't believe you're getting all excited just because they showed up.
that made the actual recording stuff pretty uncomfortable. So I'm a month behind where I wanted to be with music stuff, and it's been stressing me out. And today I actually got some stuff done. I'm very rusty. I've definitely roughed my throat up a bit, which is great 2 days before I give my first lecture of the term. But,
Get the hanger ready for us.
you know, it's a start. Gets things moving again. Hopefully I can find time in the week to prepare to do more next weekend. It's a bit of a tall order. You haven't missed the SCP drive-by. You would have maybe missed the philosophy. Also, hi Dot. Thanks for coming by.
We haven't got a clue. Hey, Hammer!
The logical drive isn't responding at all.
Things aren't working on the ship
There should
with
be
the
nothing
people
wrong
who are
with it
trapped
since
there.
it's fully repaired and functioning normally. Anyway, I haven't got a clue.
If the logical drive isn't
Should we do the drive-by? I'll put the hat back on. Do that. I need to move that over there so I can see chat for a minute. Pop that up. Turn that on. A random entry. What is it going to be? Oh, wow. So this one isn't as, like, on-the-nose funny as some of the ones that have cropped up on your call, Lex. But this one is a little close to home because I did my PhD on a thing called phenomenalistic idealism. And that was right as this thing called panpsychism was getting popular. And as far as I'm concerned, panpsychism is phenomenalistic idealism for cowards. So phenomenalistic idealism is the view that reality is fundamentally mental, right? So this relates to the stuff I was just saying about lasers in some interesting ways that I don't really think I can get into off the top of my head. But there's a problem in philosophy of how do you know that the physical world is out there? And the simplest answer to that question is, well, it isn't. It's just that we have experiences that our physical world like, and then they lead us to posit the physical world as an explanation for those experiences. But some of the things about physicalism don't work and are easy to explain without that now. That was the thrust of my PhD. Panpsychism is that, but if you refuse to take the step of saying, okay, the physical world doesn't exist. So the panpsychist wants to say, okay, every fundamental building block of the universe has both a physical and a psychological nature, right? Typical assumption, every fundamental building block of the universe has a physical nature, and then, like, mental stuff is made out of physical stuff, right? It's brain activity. My position, the phenomenalistic idealist, is to say, actually, physical stuff is a bad explanation for what we experience. It doesn't add anything except problems. And so what actually there is experiences and relations among experiences. The panpsychist says, and the reason that my view is unpopular, and it is extremely unpopular, is that it seems like it's an obstacle to science, right? Because science is supposed to be about physical objects. Science is not about physical objects. Science, as just discussed, is about relations between observations. And it's entirely possible to treat all observations as experiential and therefore mental. But the fucking panpsychists are too cowardly to do that and to stand up to the scientists and say, we can do your science entirely fine based on experience. So they're like, we got to have physical and mental, so everything's got these two natures at the fundamental level. And then they come up with a bunch of very silly problems for themselves based on, like, having really conservative ideas about identity and how complex psychologies are made up and how atoms work and stuff. I fucking hate this position. It drives me up the wall. I just had to mark a PhD, not a PhD, master's dissertation on it this week, so I'm extra salty about it. We've got, who's here? We've got Thales. Diogenes, but he's not advocating this. There's Aristotle. Fuck Aristotle. Aristotle was a massive cunt, even by the standards of the slave-taking ancient Greeks. There's a lot of stuff here about how a lot of Greeks are actually panpsychists, which, I mean, you could call them panpsychists, but also, who cares? They had different metaphysical beliefs to us. They came from a different ideological context. I don't want to lay into Spinoza, poor guy, and I like Leibniz. Let's bring this a bit more up to date. Leibniz's monads. This is interesting. The 19th century was the heyday of panpsychism. I guess you could say that, except that it's back now. Schopenhauer's there. I'm going to bring this up to date, because I hate the modern panpsychists. Tim Sprigg. Okay, so here's the thing. Is this showing up? Is that on screen? Where's that? There it is. Tim Sprigg, who, in a book, this is the move I hate, in a book called A Vindication of Absolute Idealism, is here described as defending an idealism-based form of panpsychism. This is the thing I really fucking hate, because it's not an idealism-based form of panpsychism, it's idealism. And a bunch of panpsychists came along and went, well, it's basically our view. Yeah, the reason it's basically your view is because your view is a bad name for the thing we were already fucking doing. Like, it's just, you know, panpsychism is like Elon Musk's fucking tunnels. It's, we want to pretend we're solving the problem of the car by having more cars that do special things. It doesn't solve anything, and it's a waste of resources and a bad branding exercise by arseholes. Are they also claiming credit? Yes, they're claiming credit for Nagel. He was not a panpsychist. Whitehead arguably was. Down here at the bottom, here are the real culprits. Scrivener, Nagasawa. That there is Philip Goff, who was my internal examiner for my PhD thesis. And of my examiners was the one who really raked me over the coals. Because the bit he took issue with was the bit where I proved that panpsychism isn't a thing. Which is like the first 20,000 words of my thesis is like, here's why you can't have something that's both physical and mental. It must be one or the other, which is a bit of a problem for panpsychists. So yeah, fuck panpsychism. Thank you for that one, Lex. That was fun. And now I have to put all these tabs back in the right place. Let's get rid of that. Pop that back over there. Make sure I can see OBS. God fucking damn it. Panpsychism coming up. Next time someone will roll fucking Hegel and I'll have to explain why I skipped Hegel in my history of idealism. It was basically because I was lazy and I didn't want to deal with Hegel, because who would want to deal with Hegel?
There's nothing we can do.
Yes. As things are now, the environmental bugs will run out of resources first. And then...
Oh no, the bugs will run out of resources. We must save the bugs.
Something in this strange land must be affecting it.
Ooh. Oof. I hope you're able to deal with them, Dot.
We'll have to go out and have a look.
Mine weren't too bad in the end.
You're certain
but
that something in this land is causing it?
It's impossible to be sure, but I think it's worth investing.
Gotcha. Captain.
remember, if you're wanting to get any of your bits of your thesis published, you can always just submit the older versions rather than the post-review versions.
Don't worry.
I'd hope you don't run into your examiners as peer reviewers. I'm so glad I'm not in the research ecosystem anymore. Right, what have we got? Right, blue plates are shops. I think we knew that. Oh man, I love the way this emulator is rendering the text. That's great. What's your deal, buddy? Those 3 plates. What the fuck does the green plate do? Ah, so green for revisiting older levels. Yellow for save points. And blue for the shop. Okay, good. Everyone's here. I probably can't afford to buy equipment for any of them. I can buy a Homestuck joke. Oh god. No, Jin doesn't get toys. Momo might get a toy. Cosmos gets a downgrade. Oh, in Minecraft, I was like, you don't have an attic. Shion's armor being a lace tank top. Oh, that's right. Shion has the Vector uniform or something. Should probably buy one of those for Momo, though. That's not that big an increase in ether attack over her current gear for Shion. That's probably worth having. That's worth having. Snake Eye is slow data. Oh, dang. It keeps fucking with me that this stat is called BL. What do we got? Shock absorber, half guard damage, half poison. I don't know. I could have quite a lot of break resist if I didn't mind paying for it. I don't think I need that at the moment. I don't know enough about how ESs work. I guess that's like EN is maybe energy something, or just short for engine. But they're not cheap. I'll buy one. Energy, okay. That one looks like it isn't actually upgrading anything I can see. I already have 20 medium medkits. Incredible. I don't like the sound of crystallized as a status at all. I shall leave that at that, and let's look at equipment. I don't really want to sacrifice that much luck and evasion, I don't think. Oh, yeah, right, I remember. It's quite good fun, the menu music. Force hand. Oh yeah, it was weapon that she's already got an upgrade for. Okay. ES equipment. I picked up an engine somewhere. 420. Nice. Okay, so that CPU is an upgrade, but also I don't have any discs to use. I'd have to buy the discs. Let's see. What can I afford? I could get another one of those. It's probably worth getting one of those just in case the character abilities don't carry over. There is a shortcut to equip screen in that menu, and I keep skipping over it. Yeah, the spider farm's the first actually kind of functional farm. Hydration check. John Bunny is a joke. And I don't know what the joke is, and that's the worst kind of joke. I don't know what the track is called in the OST, I'm afraid, no. Are you fucking kidding me? Did he just give me one of the things I just bought two of? Yep. It is an upgrade. I should probably sell my old bits. Oh, I can't sell the base models. Interesting. Let's explore the ship a bit. I'm sure there'll be some bullshit somewhere. Sorry for the text somewhat displaying off screen. I don't know what's going on there, but another emulation issue. Tell me things, robots. This is the Elsa layout from the second game. I'm not going to play Hackox. I'm certainly not going to play Hackox on stream. Adonis has a really pretty stone. Okay. That'll be relevant to some bullshit side quest or other, because that's how this works. Men's cabin, females are restricted from this cabin. Droids are treated like pets on the Elsa. Is this the shower? I assume so. Do I know what a geocrystal is? I don't care. These beds look super uncomfortable. Like, this is a problem in sci-fi video games. The beds always just look rubbish. Futuristic beds that are comfortable will still be soft. Aha! Worth checking, because would you look at this? Presents. Survival wear. I will trade 1 point of ether defense for, what's that, 4 points of strength. It's another thing I didn't need to buy. God damn it. That presumably is the captain. Is the captain? Yeah, that's the captain's hat. That will be the shrimp. Is that the shrimp? I don't know. That looks like it's probably Chaos's. Why are you telling me this in the bathroom, Panache? What the fuck? That's the girls' room. I went all the way around, didn't I? Let's see what's in the hangar. I can't see what's in the hangar. The hangar is not an explorable area. This goes straight to launching. Okay, cool. The floating landmass. What does this remind me of? Game design wise. What the fuck are these things? Let's think about chains and team combos. Okay. Consecutive attacks hit, bonuses applied, and damage and accuracy to score the chain. Use attacks with low accuracy to hit enemies with high evasion by using chains. Right. Press R1 to attack in the middle of a consecutive input. And an ES attacks and an ally ES joins in. It's called a team combo. I can't remember the Anima Awakening tutorial at all. This sounds a lot like Quickening Chains. Possibly even more arcane. Oh yeah. Oops, no, not that. I think it's now going to throw me up against a bunch of enemies that I absolutely don't need any of this stuff on. Just so that I can completely forget the tutorials by the time I need them. The implication of that cutscene is that this entire tunnel was just formed by us punching the rock a couple of times. How was that an attack from behind? Rude.
Destroying enemy unit.
I guess that was one of those co-op attack thingies. That could have gone a lot worse. I'm sleepy. Not feeling particularly challenged in my belief that they would not send anything particularly difficult at me. I should check whether Momo can still heal mechs. That would be useful information to have. Oh, I am sorry about the yawns. I do like that the combo will automatically carry over. Like, I don't lose half the combo. Because the first enemy I target dies. Which is very good. Otherwise, those fights would be a lot more annoying. Oh, God. Adds making it so that my model yawns more substantially when I yawn to the list of animation rigging priorities. Aha! So now I need to speak to that robot on the Elsa. Oh, I'm so sleepy. One, two. Three. Four. Five. So I did do a little bit of thinking there, because switching the order of attacks meant that the stronger attack went on the harder enemy. But it's not rocket science. Or even robot science. Okay, if we hit the crystal with another crystal, we can destroy the crystal. Did that leave something for me to pick up? No. Interesting. It has finally reached jumper weather here. And I think I have to caveat that with it's jumper weather apart from when I'm streaming. Because having a headset on does rather add to the temperature. But at least I'm feeling better than I was 3 hours ago. I was saying to Lexi before the stream, I've had this issue the last week or so where it gets to time to like stand up and go into the kitchen and make dinner, and my brain just shuts down and I feel horrible. And I'm not sure what it is. Some of it is actually just hunger, right? I was not attacked from behind, you arsehole. This is looking a little sketch. One. Oh my god, there are 6 of them. Two, three. Why was that the escape button? What? How did I... What? Fuck you guys. Let's do this properly. Why is the cursor on attack? On escape? I guess it's because I'm using the thumbstick rather than the D-pads. And so it's getting some up and down inputs as I'm navigating the menu. One. Two. I don't want to take the jumper off because then I'll be cold, or I'll feel cold because I'm pathetic, and as soon as I take clothing off I feel cold. But also I'm so sleepy all of a sudden. That time it started on charge, which would also have been bad.
Locked on.
Oh, convenient co-op attack. I guess... Oh no, there isn't a boost menu, is there? It's all about whether you use your animas or not. Still begging for a JRPG in which you can set the retargeting priorities. Or, at very least, the retargeting priorities aren't just completely arbitrary. The way the camera isn't showing me the rest of this area... feels jank as fuck. Floating landmass bedrock layer, huh? And supposedly I'm supposed to find somewhere from which I can smash that geocrystal. Which other RPGs have geocrystals specifically? I feel like it's not the first time I've seen that word. This is a way higher up. I probably do want to go higher up because I need to knock a rock down. Oh. Nodding off at the wheel again. Yeah, there are geo symbols and geo crests and geomancers. I feel like we've played something that has geo crystals in, and it would be kind of an obvious one to do. This feels so like budget Mount Gagazet. Aha. This is... that had a segment address behind it. Let's go all the way back down the level to go and find it. That's not tiresome at all. Also, the ES are quite quick, but they really don't feel it because there's no movement animation at all. Which I understand why they didn't rig this thing for a walk cycle, but also... this goes up to a chest, I think. Come back for that. At very least, I saw a chest on the left at the top. Yes, it was down from here. Have the enemies respawned? This camera angle is not useful for being able to tell. I think I would have been in an encounter by now if the enemies were respawning. At some point in the last day, I have bitten my tongue and it's swollen in such a way that it's making speaking a little difficult. Great. That guy's respawned. I guess he was trapped in the thing. Segment address 12. I don't have the key for segment address 12. Back in the robot, Shionji. Why would they make it so the first geocrystal you don't see doesn't drop a rough geocrystal when you break it? Or, failing that, why is it a random chance? I am going to take this jumper off. Give me a moment. Where the heck is Mordred? Like... It's 3 PM over there now. Why isn't she awake? I'm totally not primarily concerned about this because I need her to send me a friend recruitment code for FF14. So that I can be on my way with that. Two. Well, I hope she's sleeping well. She almost certainly needs it just as much as you and I do. My dudes are picking up skills. I should probably pop back in the skill menu and see what's in there. And whether I can learn any of it. Why can I remember the name of Ellie's, like, almost game-breakingly potent... Please open the chest, robot. What do we get? Nice. Can I give this... I can't give it to those two. I guess the idea is that the... You know, it's a... bespoke aftermarket parts sort of job. Where you can only get aftermarket parts for the thing you're actually using. You can't jury-rig them to work with other stuff. Why is that a way down? I came in from here, right? This goes out to the save point. So it must now be down here, but I thought I needed to go up. That's worrying, because it suggests a long level. I think I can hear my thumbstick inputs double tapping. Ow. Job's a good one. This area feels too big. To say nothing of being very repetitive. The last dungeon was pretty good, I thought. This one is just the same things over and over again. I suppose the enemy selection wasn't wide in the last dungeon, which I guess, you know, this is the period where enemy selections in JRPGs really start to narrow down. Just because the modeling cost of creating them goes up. Spacing out again. What was that? I was thinking about a point of comparison with another JRPG, and it's just floated straight out my ear. Brain, why are you like this? Why are you like this, brain? We need to be like able to deliver a lecture on Tuesday. This is going to take me back to the other room. Where there appears to just be an enemy. I didn't see anything else on this platform worth fighting for. The fact that when you upgrade the mech frame, so you gain more HP, the HP gauge arrives empty. That's also very of this period, I feel. I was going to check skill lines. How are we doing? Those are support stuff, and those are stats. This is not Rennes le Chateau. Oh, actually, is it Rennes le Chateau? I don't think that Shion and Co know it's Rennes le Chateau yet. I think we are there, but I don't think they know that that's what it's called. It's still just like the land in the anomaly. Also, hi, welcome to the fish pond. I'm Eat. Nice to meet you. What do I want? More break. Oh no, no skill points. Chaos needs to go here and learn that. Ooh. HP vamp is too good to pass up on. I love me a vamp skill. Oh shit, Cosmos can be Gunbuster. I suppose that makes a certain amount of sense. On account of robots and lesbians and mechs in space. I really need to find a way to watch Gunbuster. Attack spells or stats. Why does Momo get +4 strength on her second tile? What the fuck? What the hell is satellite 1? Ah, beam. Actually, that's really good. The beam spells being called satellite is really good. I like that a lot. That's good shit. What about Junior? What do we got? Physical and ether attacks, or a bunch of heals? Okie doke. That sounds promising as far as Morty waking up goes. Yes, I am an insect. I am a dragonfly larva, or nymph is the technical term. One day I will be a dragonfly. That stage of my development is still some way away. This is going to be the place where the rock is that I need to kick off the ledge. Oh dear. That didn't work. What do we do now? Two down. I think that it reassigns targets in turn order. I'm not 100% sure on that. But it does kind of seem like it always reassigns to the next. If there's an enemy left that would get an attack if it wasn't immediately taken out in the remaining enemies, it does kind of seem like it would it preferentially targets them, which is good. A nice simple solution to the problem of allowing retargeting mid-attack string. Of course, now I've said that, I will probably be put there. God, that was a squeak in my voice. I've only been going for an hour. I'll probably be proved wrong. And we keep going higher, because this level is too big. This feels a lot like the snowfield part of the really obnoxious level in Disc 1 of Xenosaga 2. That one also dropped treasure. Nice. You'd think that the mech could just fly. Oh, I guess they let a shortcut down. That's alright. What's this? Half repair. need to practice this voice a bit in case Morty shows up, don't I? More of these fucking guys. Wait. Target select first. There we go. And if that's the case, that the retargeting always jumps to like the next target based on turn order priority, that makes this enemy layout particularly fine-tuned, because the gold ones, which are have slightly more damage and HP, I think. Really? That's disappointing. Uh-oh. I did save, didn't I? I hope I saved.
Whoa, where are we?
It looks like a cave. A very wide one.
Cool, thank you.
Is that Hebrew? No, maybe it's ancient Aramaic. Behold the great... I don't know, I can't read it.
And behold, there was a great earthquake, for the angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled
Of
back
course
the
Momo
stone
can
from
read
the
perfect
temple and
ancient
sat upon
Aramaic.
it.
Wow, you can read it?
No, I recognize it. They're exactly the same words that I've seen before. It was recorded and stored in Daddy's Y data.
I'm so glad Mohop's not here to make jokes about Daddy's Y data.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
It's a testament. Now we're going to see if I understand any of the mechanics.
You were in the Song of Nephilim.
Oh, so you remember me. Well, isn't that nice? I find that rather interesting. You see, I remember you, too. I remember that you let me die.
Oh, it's him. Of course it's him.
Lieutenant Virgil.
Remember him from, like,
Wow.
January?
Now don't get all sentimental on me.
Dies in the prologue of the first game. Shows up here.
Dumb. All this time just so the two of us can talk about old
To monologue.
memories. Hardly. No, I've got business to
He
attend
really
to
looks like a
until
Thunderbird. Like one of the Tracy siblings from Thunderbirds.
Wait, Lieutenant. You're right. It's true that... But... That was...
Like I've told you before, all your self-righteous crap makes me sick.
Also, I think we didn't leave him to die. I think Cosmos
Junior,
killed
look at the
him.
letters on the wall.
Damn, it's already started.
Wait, what's going on?
You were writing them without even knowing about that? Oh, whoops. And you're still compelled to write them now, huh? Now that really is funny.
What are you talking about?
It's quite simple. That is the kind of place this is to those vessels of anima that you're using.
To the vessels of Anima?
What the hell are you talking
That's right.
about?
Come on. You're not very bright now, are you? Why don't you just try using your heads a little for once?
We could try using our heads, or we could fight the boss. On this battlefield, the anima gauge increases or decreases automatically each turn. Fucking great. that was a lot. I guess only one can have vessel armor active at a time or something. I don't know. Right, that's right. These things... Can I get more damage this way?
Locked on. Here I go.
Ooh, nice. Uh, 176. See, these attacks are definitely weaker for this mech. But, equally, the combos are fucking hilarious. Ah, Fang. Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. I assume this guy is going to get mad at me now. Don't miss.
I love it. I can clearly feel
That's
your
a
hate.
very good Virgil's profile picture image. This doesn't look good. Oh dear.
I'm retreating.
Oh, Jin's joined the battle, I see. And of course, he has no anima, and I didn't upgrade his mech, so he's going to be rubbish. Might have shot my load a bit early there. Why are you getting 2 turns? That's not very fair. I think Jin is just going to be throwing... Ooh. That's not bad, actually. Having the option to use... those. Maybe I can keep the pressure up a bit longer. Jin, why are you so weak?
Locked on.
Owie. Am I going to get to keep my anima to actually use it? Come on. Yes! What does Jin's anime do? About the same. Cool. Come on, give me some combos.
You think you've won?
I do not think I've won yet.
No effect on me.
But apparently the battle is over. That was alright.
Well, this is interesting. I guess there's just too many of you.
Lieutenant, you died. You're supposed to be dead. So how?
How did I get here? Is that your question? Am I alive or am I dead? It doesn't really matter. That isn't even important. Then again, it's not something that I would expect you to be able to understand.
He's really not an interesting character.
Enough babbling nonsense.
Here comes an interesting character. That's a voice we recognize immediately. And he gets an even bigger, ridiculous, like, combi mech thing.
Coming to crash the party?
The time has come? Or what? Were you planning on staying here forever?
That voice. Albedo? Hey, wait a minute. Albedo! It's you, isn't it? Did you forget about me?
Why would the character literally named after brightness show up in a white outfit? Also, I love that the vessels of anima are like this massive spiritual thing, but also they're just like big, kind of vaguely snaky things. I guess it's supposed to be a spine.
Vessel of Anima. Why? You mean you pilot ESs as well?
Reminder that there are canonically like 13 vessels of anima in the entire universe. And for some reason, the characters have collected 3 of them already.
Wait, Albedo! What? What the hell? Damn!
We will need to continue from here on foot.
Neither is mine. The energy gain is dropping. It's going to shut down.
Output's still dropping. It's no good. Unable to sustain current levels.
That's what I tried to tell you. Like I said before, that's the kind of place this is. Oh well, good luck figuring it out.
Flop. So they won't work, but they can still be like compressed or whatever it is they do digitally to make them disappear.
Have to walk them. What did Lieutenant Virgil mean by that's what kind of place this is?
I expect the answer to that question lies ahead.
Thank you, Jin. Your contributions are well appreciated. Save point at all? Whoa. That was a camera move that was not quite in the right place. Save point! Buy items. I can't buy ES recovery items. That's annoying. Make sure I've got one of those just in case. Any new equipment? Doesn't look like it. We press on. There's a depression on the pedestal. Insert jokes here. I'm sorry, I'm so slow. Why is this going up past so many levels? And why am I having flashbacks to the first dungeon in Tales of Symphonia? Back attack. What can I remember about how combat works? These guys are weak to beam, these guys are weak to fire. That didn't do a lot of damage at all. Better. Oh, I should have... that's not what I wanted to do. That was the wrong character. Owie. That's some serious poison. Two turns to crystallization. Well, I did say I was afraid of that. And its actual turns, it's not refreshes of the thing. Oh boy. This all seems rather rude. What I'm getting from that is that I can't save Cosmos. Although maybe... Okay. Yes, I can sit. Nope. Oh, that's cruel. If it still applies the countdown at the end of the fight. That's rude. I just saw Shion get... So Shion just got a spell that is not in her skill line. Interesting. So the skills you learn just by progression. You don't necessarily... Yeah. Ooh, an anti-crystal. Wait for this guy to come back and get that back attack again. Now that I know what to do in these encounters, let's get an extra Cosmos turn in. Cool. Now there's only one guy left. I shouldn't burn through all my tech points straight away. That went a lot better that time.
All systems functioning normally.
That sounds about right. I missed one. I missed one. Is there something there? No. Okay, this is a pretty good sense of space to this field of pillars, though. That's quite good. We're going up again. This place is fucking huge. Why is it so big? I feel like I'm going to regret pressing on past that last boss fight. Equally, there was nowhere to save, so... This is now reminding me of a couple of FF13 things. The actual interior of the Pulse Fal'Cie in the first game, where randomly there's that one button you have to press as snow that like assembles all the pathways. That in the trailer looked like it was going to be like, oh, there are puzzles where you have to solve how the dungeons fit together. And no, it was just a trailer thing.
All combat system limits off.
Ooh, a crit on the tech. Nice. What joke NPC is that? Man, I need to pay more attention to my boost. It racks up a lot quicker in this game than the second one. I hope these salt pillars are useful for something. Because I seem to be getting quite a lot of them. I need to put that back. I missed a chest. Hey, buddy. Let's do that again. There's no point who goes, my brother found the super special aux code, not drivers. You want it? Oh, God. I think I see where this is going. It totally isn't justifiable to use all of my boost there. I think what's happening is that boost is carrying over between battles. Acquired Blue Oasis. Ooh, bonus EP. Let's put that on Cosmos so that I am less scared of using her specials. God. Video James. James are gonna James. I think I might have missed something over here. No, I didn't. Cool. At least that room didn't take as long as I thought it was going to. It looked like it was going to be huge. This one also looks like the Z-axis is being used really effectively. When you first come into these rooms to make them look big. Ah, okay. Okay, if that's what that switch did, what does this switch do? Because there's a switch here. Huh. I remember that Gnosis type from the first game. They were awful. And there's 3 of them. Oh, that one saw me. Well, let's see what it can do. Don't eat me, you little shits. I do the eating around here. Oh, I don't like the look of that entirely. Oh, now you get a critical Shion. Great. That was no fucking good. This should take it out without me using any more EP. I'm just going to put it with 1 attack from this guy, which wasn't too bad. There we go. Manageable. Safe, maybe. I want to be a bit careful. That one saw me as well. Grim. These are weak to fire. That doesn't really do enough damage to be worth the cost. Chaos doesn't have a fire attack. And can't do a special. This is all very rude. That wasn't enough to finish it off? Fucking... Oh my god, look at that sliver of health. Rip. Owie. This is not going well. But we survived. That's the important part. And got 2 anti-crystals. Very nice. Okay, this is alright. Oh, I didn't realise that one was going so early in the order. I thought it was going to go last. Sigh. No poison me, poison annoying. Okay, that was slightly more tactically sound, but I should have fucking boosted Cosmos in like twice. We made it, and we got all those juicy, juicy items. Conversations are happening. Oh, sounds like we're all in a bit of a day. Let's return here. I'm really curious why that arrangement of walkways had a lower spur on the left. You going something? That guy's guarding a switch. Let's see where I can go from here. Not all the way is the answer. Oh man, what's this one gonna do? That looks like it'll let me get to the end of the arena. So that there's another switch unaccounted for then. Which is the one... Where is it? Over there. I can't see what this switch is going to take me to if I go after it. What can we get in the skill line? Nothing for Cosmos. Okay, I should be able to get something. Oh no. No, nothing.
Clear a path.
Oh, this is rude as heck. Come on, Cosmos, get a crit of some description. Right, where does that leave me? Owie. Cosmos taking an absolute beating. 2 turns to crystallization. Great. Can I deal with this? No! Great. Yes, good. Although it didn't seem to cost any XP when where's that? Didn't seem to cost any XP when Cosmos was dead at the end of a battle, so maybe it's okay? Is that over here? No. Wait, I went the wrong way. Oh, I think it's above me, maybe. It does. It's a very silly system. One of these switches is going to make a path to a place I want to go to. It's not that one. Okay, let's go over here and try... Let's switch here. Nope. I'm just going to pass on that for now. It looks probably juicy, but I don't know where it is. I think that might be it at the top left of the screen. But I don't have the faintest clue how to get up there. We don't have to fight everything.
Don't underestimate me.
Can you finish this off, Shion? Yes, nice. Hey, Odai. Oh, you're sick? I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get well soon. I'm actually going to make sure that I get the surprise attack on this one. Oh, that's rough. I hope it gets better.
Eliminating enemy threat.
Nice, getting all the crits. Hey, I'm not going to kick people when they're down. I'm sorry to hear you're suffering. I hope that it all gets better.
All systems functioning normally.
Especially because I had a sore back for a week last week. So if that makes you old and creaky, we can be old and creaky together. The first lift I found in this dungeon absolutely unequivocally took me past 2 levels that were fully set up with like enemies and puzzles and shit. And I have no idea where those areas are. I'm going to try to get past these guys. It's not going to work. It is going to work. Cool. Okay, I have to wrap it up there for today. Because I am running out of time to run my evening to the ideal schedule. And also I should be a little bit easy on my voice, especially because I'm back tomorrow with Lexi doing more randomizer. But thank you all for being here. Let's see if anybody is live that I would like to raid. Nah, I think we're okay today. Thanks for being here, folks. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And may those who oppress you learn shame. Good night.